make it a lot easier. Okay, so as we explained, I went in under Manager Ads. I went into Power Editor, which is in when you initially go into Manager Ads, you're an Ads Manager. Choose Power Editor. So we set up a campaign. Once you choose an objective, you cannot work backwards. It's just the way it is. There's no way to undo this part. It's just one of their idiosyncrasies. I put a campaign, so we do not want video views. We want traffic. That's the default. Okay. Campaign. Okay. I'd suggest that for campaign name, we would do something like, I was calling this campaign June 01, first ad in June, right? And then we'd have June 02, 03, 04. Okay, so for our test, so campaign name, as I said, this is already set up, but you would choose it like that. So if I was going to create a new campaign, say campaign name, and campaign objective is the default is traffic. So we would do June 01, etc. And then you can go ahead and create an ad set if you want to, June 01, etc. So that's what you would see when you went to create a new campaign. Okay. Once you've created it, I put a campaign spending limit of $500. That's the overall. Once it's hit that, it stops. Okay. That's really all there is for these campaigns. Now you create ad sets to go within a campaign. This is similar to Google pay-per-click for the ad groups. Okay. We only have one ad set, but it's just something you do. Daily budget I put at $35, which works out close to $500. I put a scheduled start of June 29th, but if we start it tomorrow or today, you can make it tomorrow or today. And I just ran it for 2 weeks. Regardless of the start time, set it to whatever you want. It's going to run all the time. Now, here's where it gets fun. Audience. We defined a My Tonsils audience, which what we'll do is I will copy and paste this to give to you, because I varied it a little bit in a couple places where I changed. The default is a city plus 25 miles. On some of them I did a little bigger. So I am gonna make an email to you, and I'll put My Tonsils locations, and I pasted that in. So if you were to look at this, we've got the following. We have multiple locations, and you can see where I've adjusted Detroit, Los Angeles, and I thought I had another one on here. I guess I don't. And it says locations, everyone in there. When you go to do this, you may see a map when you add a location. See, it's showing you on the map. So as you add them, you'll see them pop up. Okay. Our age group is 18 to 40 on all. Okay. And I'm writing this in my email real quick. And then here's our detailed targeting. So we plugged in parents with early school age children, parents with preteens. So we're covering our 6 to 12. We're also covering health and wellness, kids, stay-at-home mom, throat, tonsil. Under family and relationship, family and parenting. Now, there's something to notice, that if we start putting in like health, very broad, but you notice that we have behaviors, employees, and interests. So that's where healthcare is not the best thing because on some of them it's pointing at business and industry. Not so much I'm worried about my family, right? So that was our logic behind these, but just be careful when you're putting it in there to make sure you don't get a business versus an interest. Okay? So that's a good, we started off with this just to kind of narrow it down. And it says our potential reach is 15 million people. And what we're looking at on top of that is, well, that's the potential because we narrowed it a little. It's 49,000 to 310,000 possible views a day. We'll find out once it starts running.
Have you done one of these before? Just curious.
Boosted, yeah, with some qualifiers. But this is the same sort of thing. Now, here's another one where it kind of bites you too. Placement. You do not want automatic or you'll run into all kinds of errors. So we do want all devices, but what you got to do is make sure you uncheck Audience Network and uncheck Instagram because we don't want to be on any of those. On Facebook, uncheck everything except for feeds. We only want this on this launch in the feeds. The right column, not a fan. I have never used the right column. Feeds in your face right there, and see how it says devices, mobile enabled, desktop enables. So you want to uncheck everything. They try and sneak you in and force you onto Instagram. We don't want that. Okay. And these things, there's not really any data yet because it hasn't been launched. Now that we've got our ad set up, we now create an ad. So we go into our ad, we would hit create ad. I'm going to edit it to show you what the ad looks like. So ad name, again, you can call it June 01, whatever you want. Destination, this is where you will choose from any of the pages you manage, specifically the Smith & Nephew page. Okay? You don't want Instagram. Our post is ad with a video. And our full screen experience is not something we're looking for. Here's our first line of text. And we have that and I don't have this pulled up, but we have this broken out into a table that shows this is the text at the top, then our video, and then our website URL, the headline. Now it says the headline, but it's actually what's down below, and the content, tonsillitis and inflammation, etc. And so it shows you your ad as you're creating them. Right? That's it. We're not going to there is a pixel tracking option, and this is where we're not going to really worry about that. That's where within Facebook, you can see conversions, and that would be by us dropping a pixel onto my tonsils. We might do that down the road, but we see inbound already. So we'll know it's inbound from Facebook anyway. Okay? So right now I put do not track conversions. So that's pretty much it. And then once you've done this, it will say at some point you'll get some additional messages about submitting for approval. I've already gone in and I've done my multiple videos that appear I had multiple videos and I continued to meet the Facebook criteria. Then, once I had this in there, you have to submit it for approval. It takes about a day. And then it will come back and say you're approved, and then you can push the buttons to launch the campaign. Once you put your billing information in, of course. So that's it. And so I went ahead and did this, but I did this, you see I've got it set at not delivering, where I did get an approved ad. The only thing that bit me a little was I had accidentally picked video views instead of traffic. So you don't want to do that. So hopefully that will give you the ammunition you need to go through and set these up. And then we can touch base if you get stuck on anything, or just to verify it before we push go or what have you.
Okay, and on the buying type, was that auction? I think you had it set.
Yeah. For now, we're just going to do that, and we're going to let them do it. There are additional tweaks that we can do to help optimize the purchasing, but just so we can get this out the door and running before the end of June, we're not going to get too crazy with it. This is kind of an initial step, so let's get it in there and see how we do.
Okay, so Kyle, it's been one of those weeks already. Did you say you sent me your credit card? Or you're going to?
I have, but I'll just resend it with all the other stuff for this ad.
Okay,
How about that?
perfect. Yeah,
Just all
that's
together
fine.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Cool. So I will do that today. And then so Johnny, it will still take us a day, right, for it to be approved. So even if we got all the information in today, it's not going today.
Correct.
Right, you would have to go through the approval
And
cycle.
then it goes. Okay.
And I'm going to send you the attached. I'm going to attach the video to this email. It's pretty small. You should get this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop my recording, and then I will